You are all welcome to this week's edition of Nigeria Today, the flagship program of the Eagle Eye News 24. We are having Professor Taye Obateru, a veteran in the media, a professor in the University of Jos, and coincidentally happens to be the chairman Publicity and Media Committee of the forthcoming NUGA Games. Sir, you are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, can you briefly tell us about yourself briefly?
Well, I'm Professor Taye Obateru. I'm a professor of journalism and media studies in the Department of Mass Communication, University of Jos. And I am the chairman, media and publicity subcommittee for the coming NUGA.
Yeah, just in a jiffy, just tell us something about the NUGA. What makes the University of Jos NUGA 2025 unique from other NUGA games?
Well, there are so many things that make NUGA 2025 that University of Jos is hosting very unique. First of all, it is the first time the university in North Central Nigeria is hosting NUGA. So that in itself makes it very unique. Secondly, we have a situation where Jos has been known for crisis for many years, such that people will begin to wonder, is Jos safe to come? So when you just said we're hosting NUGA, a lot of people were asking questions. Is Jos a place to come? So we're also going to use NUGA to make a statement that Jos is safe and that people can come. Because when people come for the games and they go back safely without any problem, it will at least make that statement that really Jos and Jos generally and Plateau State is safe. Beyond that, we also, the primary purpose of NUGA is to push official talents, athletes who can grow to become national and international stars. So that has been the purpose of NUGA, and this one is not going to be a difference because we are expecting that a lot of new talents will be discovered that will grow up to become national and international stars. So the beauty of hosting NUGA is actually enormous.
Yeah, the NUGA Games in full is in Nigerian University Games. And from Philas, it seems this is the first time it's coming to the Next Central, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
In terms of preparation, how will you score, how will you rate preparation so far in terms of percentage and what is on ground?
I think we are 99% set. There was a NUGA team that came about over a week ago, and they inspected the facilities and they said that they're satisfied with what they have seen. There's some things that are still ongoing, but we are hopeful that between now and the start of the game on November 6th, everything will be in place. We're also working practically to ensure that we take care of everything that is required to have a successful hosting. For instance, in terms of accommodation, we don't have enough accommodation in the University of Jos, but we have reached out to other places to have secured accommodation in different parts of Jos, where we are going to be hosting the participants and the officials. By the way, we're expecting about 7,000 athletes to participate in the game and officials too, but from other guests. So we are making everything, doing everything to ensure that we have enough accommodation for everyone, because one of the problems about that previous NUGA games faced was problem of accommodation. But we are up and doing, trying to ensure that we don't have such problems. So in terms of transportation also, we are lucky that the state government has agreed to give us some of the metro buses to be able to convey people from different parts, so the various venues of the games. So far, then in terms of security also, the State Commissioner of Police is heading the security subcommittee, and everything is being done to ensure that people are secure while they are in Jos, and that any breach of the peace is probably addressed if it happens.
Yeah, you have been in the media for a very long time. You've paid your dues and contributed so much immensely. in the media industry. And coincidentally, you happen to be the chairman. So many people have argued for that the necessary media hype that this competition, this event supposed to have gained, we are not seeing it. So, what is your response concerning that? Is it as a result of lack
Well,
of funding?
if they said that before last Monday, maybe they may have a point. But from last Monday, when we had a launch, we did a roadshow in Jos here, that our students marched through the streets of Jos, and we ensured a wide coverage of that event. So since that Monday to now, I think you will find NUGA in the news. So I may not disagree with them if they said before Monday, but since Monday, it will not be true to say that people are not hearing about NUGA because we are everywhere. Apart from even that event that received global coverage, we have also started advocacy to media houses. The this committee has started advocacy to media houses, and we have been going to media houses, and each time we visit, they also still give us news slots to mention NUGA. So not anymore. Sugar is in the news and it's going to be in the news until the day ends.
Yeah, so in terms of funding and partnership, what is your take? How will you do you think the event has received the necessary funding it ought to?
Well,
And your collaboration with the state government?
you know our environment, and yes, some money has come in, but we're expecting much more than what has come in, and we are hopeful that as we are approaching the date, those funds that we are waiting and looking forward to will come in. What is happening is that our Vice Chancellor, Professor Tanko Ishaya, is not sitting idle, is making efforts to ensure that he does everything to mobilize funds, ensure that we have a successful year. So funding may not be where we want to be or we want it to be, but definitely we are making efforts and we're not daunted by whatever challenges we are facing.
Yeah, as being in the academia, what is the connection between education and sports?
There are a lot of things about it. One, sports is a global business now, and that is why even right now, University of Jos, and in collaboration with the National University Commission, are already thinking of setting up courses in sports administration, sports business, and so on and so forth. So very soon you will find people going to universities to offer courses beyond physical and health education that we know as the sports. People, University of Jos conceptualized an idea of floating a business education, sports business course, and then the National University Commission has keyed into it, and they are likely to introduce about three business business sports courses that is going to ensure that people study the art of sports and how it connects to business. So there's a lot of advantage between that because it is a kind of response to the global trend. And if there's a global trend, what academia should do is to fashion courses that will meet the needs of society. Those are supposed to be the essence of universities. So talking about connecting the ground in the community, so that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, thank you very much. You have said so much. So, the focal point of discussion for this interview is sports as a panacea for national development. As how does the NUGA, how does sports bring about national development in term, especially in Nigeria, where we are talking about cohesion and disunity?
Well, you will agree with me that one of the things that have stood well for Nigeria in terms of our, despite of all the challenges we are having in terms of ethnicity, ethno-religious crisis, one thing that has remained constant, that is not affected by those ethnic or religious uh, colorations, is sports. See, when Nigerians play football, a football match, people forget where they come from. They converge on the news stations, and nobody knows who's a Christian or a Muslim of who is a northerner or a southerner. So that tells us something, that sports is a unifying factor. And because sport is a unifying factor, it is an instrument that can be used. So, for instance, NUGA, we are hosting NUGA. People will come from about 22 universities in Nigeria, some from places where people have never visited. So, you make friends across the various universities when you come here, and then you are building relationships. There's also, like I said, the discovery of talents. It is through avenues like this that you discover talents who can represent the nation and who can even develop themselves to become international stars. Some footballers like Seyi
Olafijena.
Olafijena were discovered during Yoga Games. So these are the kind of benefits that we stand to have from hosting Yoga, and we hope that we even benefit more in terms of discovery of new talents and also orienting our youth to appreciate sports and the potential that it has.
Yeah, as University of Jos was chosen amongst university to host this competition. Whenever countries or cities host major events, there tends to be some benefits that accrue to that event. In terms of tourism and whatsoever, what are the likely benefits that we're expecting, considering the fact that people are coming from diverse places of Nigeria? Can you enumerate some of these benefits?
Thank you very much. One of the
As an institution, sir.
one of the benefits for University of Jos is that we are going to be enjoying some form of exposure. People who didn't know about Unijos will come around and see Unijos. Those who hear about Jos and his weather will come and experience it. And because we are hosting NUGA, some of the facilities that we didn't have prior to now have been put in place. For instance, we have an indoor sporting complex now, and then the Jerusalem Stadium has been upgraded to increase the capacity. So we have enjoyed improvement in our sports infrastructure, for instance. And then, of course, like I said, the business aspect of it. Community people in Jos, business people, even small scale people are going to benefit from the. If we have about, like we say, we're expecting about 7,000 athletes. Of course, there will be those who just want to come around on their own to witness Nuga, and so we have a population of about between 10 and 15,000 of people coming to Jos. That is also something. People will book hotels, people will buy things and do some of these things. People will also visit some areas of interest in Jos. Actually, one of the committees is starting with the responsibility of organizing a kind of tour for visitors so that they can see some sites within Plateau State. So that also exposes the tourism potential of Plateau, and such people may think of coming back to come and enjoy it fully. So there are so many benefits that both in Jos and Plateau State are going to enjoy from hosting Yoga.
Yeah, as thank you very much. Uh, in a matter of days, the kickoff of the university games, are we expecting you are saddled with the responsibility of overseeing the media and the publicity? Are we expecting foreign media bodies to cover this event?
Well, we're not able to confirm that. But what we know is that it's an open, journalists are free to go and cover whatever they want to cover. Locally, we have SWAN and correspondence chapel as members of the policy committee. That means we have already brought them in and they are already working with us. So journalists are free to come. Luca it's a big event, so we will not be surprised if we have foreign reporters around. But we have not got. Maybe when we start the process of accreditation of journalists, we will know who is who.
Yeah, as in terms of challenges, what are some of the challenges have you people had to encounter so far?
I think the major one is finance. They say money answers all. So if we have sufficient funds, we will be able to do more than what we're doing. We had a meeting yesterday, and VC was telling the various committees that represented their project that yes, once if I have the money, I will spend because I want to host a successful meeting. So the funds can be better or can help us better if they come.
So, in terms of funding, because you talk about accommodation, the last sports festival we saw that was hosted in Delta State, there were issues of poor accommodations that went viral. How are you trying to address such issues, considering the number, humongous amount of people that are coming for this event? Sir?
Okay, I mentioned earlier that we've made effort to secure places outside the university to ensure that we have sufficient accommodation.
How comfortable are those places, sir?
Well, there are typical places. For instance, one of the places we are using is where NYC is using as an orientation camp. That is the YA Foundation. So if they can camp couples there, that means it's also suitable for sportsmen and women. And then, of course, our hostels. And then NDLEA has also given us part of their hostel. They have a school here where they do their training school. So we have secured some bed spaces there too. So generally speaking, we are trying to at least make people as comfortable as possible.
How long would the event take place?
It's
How?
10 days. It's holding from 6th November to 16th November. So it's a 10-day event. And then, yeah, so by Thursday, we should be having it.
So, with the plannings and whatever that is on ground, there's likely to be an opening and a closing ceremony. What are the likely dignitaries are you expecting? Are you expecting the Minister for Sports and the other top?
We don't currently have a minister of sports. We have the chair of the
Chairman
National
Sports Commission. Sorry.
We're expecting that it will come. A number of governors too have indicated that they are going to be here. So we're expecting that they will be here. Especially the governors of the catchment states of Jos. You know, Jos has five or six catchment states. We're expecting that those governors will come and take vacation from some other dignitaries. We have actually sent invitations to important people like the secretary to the government of the federation, so on and so forth. I cannot confirm their attendance yet.
Yeah, Prof, you, as we round up, you have been somebody that people have always said things don't spoil in your hands. You are part of, you are a key critical stakeholder to the success of this event. So what should we be expecting? You understand me? What should we be expecting differently?
Well, by the grace of God, everybody has their own personality, their own worldview. My worldview is to succeed in whatever task I have at hand and to do things in the fear of God. These are philosophies that have helped me. And in whatever, in my task as a chairman, media policy committee, this remains the principle to try my best to ensure that everything that I need to do, I do it well and to the glory of God. So God is God is always helping me. And I believe that the case will not be different with this.
Yes, before we close up this interview, sir, uh, there is the host community. Are they buying into this whole idea? Is there anything you have done to galvanize the host? You have a community.
Yes, it's part of the sensitization. If you viewed or if you were around when we had
The
the
work.
roadshow on Monday, you will see that we had cultural display. And the cultural display was essentially from communities around here and even from other parts of Nigeria. We had people from Akizere, Igwe, because our students are majorly from Plateau. So they showcased their culture that day, which means that you see people on horses. Some people came with horses. That means that they must have gone home to get those things. So it's clear that we're carrying the communities along because their children are with us and they are also participating actively.
So as a rider, have your committee visited the governor of the state in any of these your advocacy?
It is not my committee's responsibility to do that. There is a main people organizing committee headed by the vice chancellor, and they'll be interacting with the governor all the time. A number of commissioners are also in different committees. For instance, my committee, the commissioner for information as a member, and they have been participating. So clearly, the state government is a partner an interested host in this whole business. And remember, I also mentioned that the governor has already promised that to make available some of the
Bosses.
buses for use. So definitely, it's an indication that they are being carried along in the whole.
Yeah, finally, sir, you are speaking to a global audience on our YouTube channels, Twitter, and all the social media platforms. Is there any word you have to the sporting fraternity and university fraternity nationwide?
Yes, thank you very much. My message is that Uni Jos is set to host one of the most memorable NUGA in the history of Nigeria, doing everything to ensure that our athletes, when they come, they have a comfortable atmosphere to be able to put in their best and to win medals. And we're also asking people who are scouts for sportsmen and women to rest assured that they're likely to discover new talents around from this NUGA who will grow up to be national and international stars. So the NUGA has a lot to offer, and those who have the time can take the opportunity to come around so that they can enjoy some of the things that we're talking about. Thank you very much.
Yeah, God bless you. We have viewers who've been speaking with Professor Taye Obateru, a veteran in the media profession, a professor of journalism, University of Jos. He happens to be the chairman, media publicity committee of the forthcoming University Games 2025. Sir, it's been a pleasure being with you, and we look forward to having you in more diverse issues that has to do with the journalism profession. Thank you once again, and God bless you, sir.